All right, our next speakers making their way to our Elite Academy stage here in Long Beach. Please welcome Elite Pro 9s, Kerry Williams and Maria Williams.
We are so excited and honored to be with you today. Hasn't this morning been amazing?
So let me tell you the story of two girls on a mission. It all started when Kerry called me on Father's Day 9 years ago, and she left me a voicemail that said, "Kerry, I know it's Father's Day, and I know your baby Luke is 3 days old. So I'll give you 24 hours to call me back because I've got something that will blow your ever-loving mind." Kerry, I can't thank you enough. That call, your mentorship, your friendship has forever changed my family's life. That call created a ripple effect that goes beyond anything I could have imagined. And we are just getting started. Woo! So I watched that ABC primetime report at 3 in the morning after feeding my little baby, and I stayed up researching it. I was blown away. I saw the vision of what we had our hands on. I saw a way to create a radically different life. I was at a transition point. I'd been a retail manager for 13 years, a store manager at Bath & Body Works. My husband was an attorney, and we were each working 60 or 70 hours a week. I felt like we were ships passing in the night. We never saw our oldest, and now we had this new little baby, and it was never gonna change. I wanted more out of life, and I saw Life Vantage as the answer. Is there anyone out there yearning for more in your life? Yeah. So I called my neighbor Maria Williams, even though my husband said, "Don't talk to Maria and Noel, they're our friends. I don't want to be that neighbor that everybody runs from." But I knew Maria was into health and wellness. I didn't know where it would go, but if you don't ask, it's a for sure no. Right, Maria?
Right, Kerry. So Kerry calls me and invites herself over to my house.
Thank you, Rich Scott.
The hair matches, right? So she invites herself over to my house so I can see the new baby and our boys can go swimming. I'm trapped in my own home and I don't even know that I'm trapped yet. It took me 9 years to figure out, hey, you trapped me in my house. So we sit and we watch this ABC investigative report, and I could hear a voice in my head.
You got this, girl.
It was saying, here it is, this is what you're looking for. Because what Kerry didn't know was that I was praying and looking for a way to earn extra income. Because I had moved from Massachusetts to Arizona a year before because of the bad economy in 2008. I walked away from a 6-figure income in human resources to be a stay-at-home mom for my 9 and 11-year-old at that time. I'm in a new state, across the country, from everything that I'm familiar with. But little did I know that would be the best thing that would happen to our family. I knew that I couldn't go back to working 50 to 60 hours and never seeing my boys grow up. You never know what people are praying for, so don't be afraid to share what we have and see where it will go. Thank you, Kerry, from the bottom of my heart for coming over. I would be forever grateful that you didn't listen to your husband and you came over and talked to me.
You're welcome. So I had been in network marketing once before without success. Can anybody out there relate?
Yep.
I had personally enrolled 120 people, but I did not achieve duplication. It never grew. I spent a lot of money and time. So this time around, I knew I needed to do this a different way so I could get a different result and achieve duplication. I went to a monthly training, and that is where I met Stu Brody. Thank you, Stu, for your guidance and your friendship and always being there for us. I went to the training to see how to build this business. What was the system? Because I knew a system was critical for success in order to create duplication and build leveraged income. I wanted that exponential growth. People need to know that there is a clear, simple path to follow. So from the moment you start talking to a prospect, you want to be following the system because this is where duplication begins. I am always thinking, am I introducing them to the business in a way that they could have success? Am I following the system? Now this might sound simple, but this is a simple business. Now I did not say it was easy, but it's simple. So to get duplication, you do not want to overcomplicate it. So here are some principles that we have used to build our business. First, we expose them to information. We promote event to event, and we build community. So we expose them to information. In this case, I didn't say much. I used a tool, and I showed Maria the ABC investigative report. We are trying to move them from one exposure to the next so they can make a decision. Sometimes it'll take a lot of exposures. So next, you promote event to event. Eric Worre says that promoting is the highest paid skill in network marketing. So guess what? You better get great at it. So an event could be a call, it could be a meeting, it could be a webinar, it could be Elite Academy, it could be a convention, it can be adding people to social media groups. Always be thinking, what is the next step that you are promoting people to? So we invite prospects even to training so they get a chance to see the whole thing, the whole enchilada, the vision, right? We want them to hear a story that might resonate with them. We want them to meet the team and see the culture.
So plug your prospects into the system. Don't wait for them to become a distributor. I invite people that are interested in the business, haven't signed up, to the training, to our calls, to meetings we have, just to keep learning and listening. Kerry was a professional promoter. She came armed with product.
People don't value what they don't pay for.
For me to get started immediately, and she was clear that I would replace that product when I ordered. She set the intention that I was going to order. Then she got Kerry Dickey on a call with me to tell me more about this, show me the vision. Then she took me to a home meeting where I got to see my first presentation, building and continuing to believe in that. And then she took me a couple of weeks later to a training where I saw the first training. All of this is what built my belief in that I could do this. Initially, she went through the blueprint with me. We sat down, but the training was the reinforcement at these events. All of this kept reinforcing everything. The training also showed me the bigger vision and social proof. I saw real, ordinary people having extraordinary success, and I wanted that. Do you want that? Yes! That's why it is so important for each of you, everywhere, even you in the back, sitting way in the back, to understand that you can do this. We had no clue that this would happen to us in the beginning. So if you're sitting there and you're thinking, right, you're sitting here and you're thinking, there's no way that I can be on this stage talking, right? I want you to know that we felt that same way, and yet here we are doing it. Anything that you believe in, you can manifest. So what do you want to create? What is the life that you envision? Don't worry about how it will happen, but instead focus on the feeling of joy, gratitude, and the wow, it's actually happening. Next is building community, which is my favorite part.
So we build community through weekly calls and webinars that are part motivation, inspiration, recognition. They are always positive and uplifting, sharing stories in that community to build belief, showing how different people are having success, showing different journeys, different time frames. Get people together to socialize whenever possible. Gather your local teams to watch virtual trainings together. Do potlucks, do pool parties. Many people join or stick with this long before they have success for the culture and the impact that being around incredible, uplifting, positive people can have on their life. Use social media to create team groups. Use WhatsApp and Messenger groups to connect, recognize, build a support system so people do not feel like they're in this alone. You are going to face rejection on the journey. So having a system and a team that supports you and gives you that constant contact is invaluable. Do not underestimate the power of connection and community. It is critical for retention. We work so hard to find people that see the vision. And when you find those people, make sure that you have a system in place so you can plug them in and get that constant connection and community. I always say that the person that connects the most wins. So the system is critical. We expose, we promote, and we build community. But this business is all about mindset. So we also believe that having a personal system is critical to your success. So here's our daily personal system. First, mindset time, then reconnect with your why and visualize.
I always say that you need to have three things you believe in. The products, the business, and belief in yourself. The product is easy, right? Because look at the science that we have. Woo! And you or someone you know has had some sort of personal experience. This industry, it has been around for over 150 years. I was just on a cruise in Portugal and I met a couple there. We started talking. He was a very successful person in network marketing in this industry. He had over 40 years of experience. We had some great conversations about this industry. I was picking his brain. I wanted to learn more about it. So take the time to become a student of this industry. The toughest part for most people, though, is seeing themselves achieving success. So from day one, dive into personal development. That's the key to building and creating a strong mindset.
So if you are strong, your business is strong. If you are weak, your business is weak, regardless of what your back office looks like. So here is our personal system to stay strong. Every single day, you need to devote 15 minutes to cultivating a rock-solid mindset. Read something motivational, listen to a podcast, watch motivational speakers on YouTube. Be intentional about learning about the industry. Intentionally take 15 minutes, that's it, 15 minutes every single day to feed your brain.
Next is your personal commitment to yourself, right? You need to make that personal commitment. Go back and reevaluate your why. Why are you getting involved in this? Connect with it. Go deeper into the emotion. Connect your heart to your why. You need to do this daily to get strong and not let obstacles and challenges allow you to quit. It's very easy to want to quit and walk away. Every day my why was staring me in the face. My two little boys with so many dreams, and I couldn't even buy them. I couldn't even get them the sneakers they wanted when school started 9 years ago. You know, they wanted the really expensive ones. I'm like, no, you gotta get these. That broke my heart as a mom. And I had signed up, but I wasn't all in yet. But that day in that store, I promised myself that that would never happen again. Because I felt guilty because I walked away from a job and I chose not to work. I chose to be a stay-at-home mom. And then I was feeling guilty. I can't even get my kids what they want. Maybe I should go back to work. But then I said, I have this opportunity. And then I said, come hell or high water, I was going to make this business work for me and my family.
Yes! So I want you to visualize and I want you to feel the end result. What does it feel like to be a Pro 7 or a Master Pro 10? What does it look like? What will your life be like? Get specific. How will you spend your time? Who will you be with? What will you be doing? I want you to crystallize that vision and feel it as if it's already happened. Allow yourself to really feel the emotion.
Let's say you want to take your family on a Disney vacation, right? Imagine being there, going on a ride, laughing, hearing the silly screams of your kids. Feel that joy in your heart. That feeling is what will manifest. Don't get caught up on the how. Just marinate in the feeling of what you want to experience. I knew I wanted this to work for me. So I would see myself walking on this stage. I would hear my walkout song. I would feel amazing in my dress. I'm visualizing all of this. I felt the excitement and the awe that I had made it. I saw my boys with brand new sneakers and us on amazing vacations, laughing and enjoying each other. And today, we have the time freedom to do that. I go to all my son's sporting events, and it's been the dream of my life to do that and be that present mom, finally.
I want you to know that the short-term imbalance for a life that you could never imagine, I want you to know that your sacrifices are worth it. So bottom line, what do you need to do, right? It all comes down to taking daily action and following the system. So first, you gotta go back to step one, the invite. You have to take daily action, daily exposures. The key is to expose to large numbers of people consistently. Be willing and committed to going through the numbers. So how are you gonna keep yourself accountable?
Here's a way to guarantee that you will take action every day. This is a simple tool that I used from day one when I started this business. And Harvard Business Review published an article on this, on how successful people reach their goals. Do you want to increase your success by 300%?
Heck yeah!
Do you?
Come on, anybody?
Use a calendar. Simple, right? But block out time on a calendar. How easy is that? If you block out time and do what you blocked out that time for, you will increase and have more, you'll increase your business and have more success. Don't get distracted or talk yourself out of the action needed. There's 4 steps to this. Get specific, right, on your calendar. Block out time to make calls, block out time for follow-up calls, and block out time to set some appointments. Decide where and when you will take action, and shift your mindset. Develop the skills that you need to improve. Keep learning. And then 4th is focus on what you will do, not what you won't.
So here is what I want to know. Are you ready to be invincible?
Yeah!
Unbreakable?
Woo!
Unstoppable?
Yeah!
Unshakable?
Yeah!
So how often are you going to make calls?
Daily!
How often will you expose people to the ABC Primetime Report or other tools?
Daily!
How often will you add to your database?
Daily!
How often are you going to follow up?
Daily!
How often will you contact people?
Daily.
How often will you sample NAD with people?
Daily! Thank you, and we love you.
Thank you, we're honored.
Invincible, unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable. They knock me down, I get up again. I am
White Vantage, everybody out in the crowd, I need you guys to stand up right now. Everybody.